Senator Ronald. Senator Mullin, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Cohen, you said at the beginning in your statement that you want to keep everyone and allow anyone that wants to serve to serve. Is that correct?
That meets our stringent standards, yes, sir.
Underneath the vaccine mandate that was installed August 24th, 2021, as of November 30, 2022, DOD had discharged 8,123 service members based on the vaccine status. Naval personnel separated based on vaccine status was awarded an honorable discharge. However, 93.5% of our airmen, 85.8% of our soldiers, 94.1% of our Marines were given a general discharge, denying them the GI Bill eligibility. This, obviously, because the FY23 NDAA, the vaccine mandate, was rescinded. Would you consider allowing these individuals, one, to come back and serve, and two, if not, at least upgrading them to an honorable discharge?
Thank you, Senator. I do understand each of the services does have a process for adjudicating any of these claims. If confirmed, I would certainly encourage any member to petition their individual board to do so.
Would you advocate on their behalf?
I would advocate on their behalf, sir.
To bring them back into the service?
I would look at all that. I need to become smarter in how the services have adjudicated those individual cases, and I'd be willing to do so.
What do you mean by smarter by it? I mean, it's pretty clear here. I'm not trying to be combatant. I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to follow that, clarify what you're saying.
I understand each of the services adjudicated these cases based on their own policies and procedures. I need to get a little smarter, certainly, on how they came to that fruition at the end of the day. But we'd be certainly, if confirmed, work with the services and your office as well to understand better what those cases were and why they are different from one another.
But would you support bringing them back into the service?
If they are eligible, if they are eligible by the standards that we have set forth, the services have set forth, I would.
Okay. Another question for you. In 2018, 30.5% of service members reported being sexually harassed and 7% reported being sexually assaulted. Have the regulations passed in the wake of the murder of Vanessa Guillen had an impact on how you would continue prevention work?
Well, Senator, that topic falls under a different office within the P&R portfolio. However, I acknowledge we would work certainly closely together.
Well, it does play a factor in service members signing up. As a father of three beautiful young ladies, who I would encourage all 6 of my kids to serve, it is a concern of mine when you hear 30.5% of the service members in 2018 had been sexually harassed or 7% sexually assaulted. That's a huge issue. And for you, talking about the workforce, this is a big issue and a big challenge moving forward. Yes. Vanessa Guillen's murder obviously brought that to the forefront. And we worked hard on making sure we made some changes in the bill with the Vanessa Guillen bill, and ultimately it changed moving forward. But I believe this is something that you would have to, it would fall in your lap.
Yes, sir. I'm sure we would work with my colleagues on this. Bottom line, this is unacceptable and it is offensive that these are happening. I know Secretary Austin has issued recent guidance on a number of steps with the military academies, but this issue is certainly very upsetting, and we certainly need to address it. If confirmed, I'll address it immediately with my counterparts.
Thank you. Last question. Has either one of you reached out to the, I know you guys went through this process last year, but has either one of you all reached out to the new senators to set up a meeting with anyone or a phone call on your all's behalf?
Senator, the Legislative Affairs team does that reach out to the senators? My understanding is they reached out to all members of this committee.
Did they reach out to your office?
Go ahead and check on that.
I checked before I got here, and no one had reached out to us. And that's an issue, because if you're wanting our support, it would be beneficial to probably reach out to us, because I had this kind of unwritten rule in my office. I'm not voting for someone that didn't take the time to come meet with me, because I want to know who I'm voting for. With that, I yield back.
Thank you, Senator Mullin. Senator